Hello, everyone there. Hi, Accelerate. How's you, pal? Hope everything's good. Right, let me just get a little bit of tunage going on in here. That'll do. Right. Yeah, all good, all good. Just, yeah, glad to be back online. Well, is that music too loud, or do you want me to turn that music down a bit more, or... Alright, Matt. Yeah, well, put your phone on charge then, pal. Just a touch. Right, I'll turn that music down a little bit. There we go. Any better? How's that, guys? All good? Any better? Ah, good. Awesome. Okay. So, got a couple of things to mention. Turn it off. Charming. Absolute charming. You know what? Because it's you, I'll just turn it down a little bit more. How's that? I'm going to turn it off. Right. I just want to make sure that, yep, that's all off as well. That's good. Put this back on. Yeah. Don't forget to smash the old thumbs up button, guys. It's all good. It all helps. Right. So, couple of things. One. What do you think of the camera? Camera okay? Yes? No? How's the camera looking? Is the camera okay? Different camera? Looking good, sir? I did get this. Hey, Jeff Slater, thank you very much for the sub. Well done. So, I picked this up. Yeah, I've played around with the settings. Like you said, Matt, I played around with the settings and yeah, see how things go. But it seems to do the job. Obviously my voice is coming through quite loud. Hey Sean, how are you? Kevin, hello. Adam, hello. Hello everyone. Hope everything's going okay with everyone. So Sean, thank you very much for keeping everything going when you went. I've just watched your video where you've done the walk around, and for us guys here in the UK, we don't get to see any of that. So thanks for keeping us up to date. That's really good of you. Thank you. Other than that, that was looking pretty well. I like the idea of, there was that massive printer you used to come across. The 500 by 500, that guy was printing that massive gnome. Wow, that was good. That printer was amazing. I don't know if it was a kit or something, but anyway, right. So, what I've been doing, I've picked up a couple of things from my pound shop uptown. Yeah, printer bot, that's it. Picked up a couple of things from my pound shop. Okay, which is uptown. I picked up one of these little stand things that hold your mobile phone. I'm only using it to put this on, the webcam. Screws in there, okay. Okay, so it holds the old webcam. So, this webcam, which was my original streaming webcam, yeah, which is up there, but this one, this Why didn't you print one? This was £1. It was a no-brainer, and there's nothing wrong with it. I could have printed one, but my printer was busy doing other things, which I will show you guys in a minute. So obviously this, okay, this is going to be my extra webcam, so you can get close in and stuff. So there's no issues. So it's just a matter of hooking that up. That was obviously £1. Yeah. Picked up some more. Just some more cheap basic super glue. I got like 3 of these for £1 as well. And because the weather here in the UK has been absolutely boiling, it's nearly hitting like 30 degrees or so, I decided to get some barbecue sauce from the pound shop, just in case we have a bit of a barbecue later on. Never know, never know. Right, what I've been doing is I've decided 2 hours to finish. I've got a new construction project and done. I've got to slam it out. Have a great day. Alright, Sean, thank you very much. Hopefully catch you in the next video. I have been keeping up. Thank you very much. So what I've been doing is, while we were on, when we came back, my wife's jewellery box broke. Okay, so I decided to, thank you very much, sir, thank you. So what I decided to do is print one. So I started printing a box, and she was like, too small. Okay. So what am I going to do with half a box? I'll print the top half, obviously. So I printed the top half. Got my little benches and stuff in there now. So this is what I've done. So 3D printed brackets or hinges, glow in the dark skull and crossbones. And I've got my little benches in there as well at the moment. Hey Don! So, and I've got something else printing at the moment, which is another skull. So that skull will just go here. So that'll be on the front. That was glow in the dark filament, the skull and crossbones, and obviously the skull here will be glow in the dark filament, which is being printed out right now, as you can see up there. So that's basically my latest bits and pieces I've been doing. We had a bit of a test on the Google Hangouts between me, Matt and Richard. We done a bit of a Google Hangout the other day. That worked out quite well. So it's still in testing phase. We might do a Google Hangout next. So be warned, I'm gonna need email addresses so I can send out the invite if needed. But yeah, just letting you guys know, if you guys want to hang out with us on Google Hangouts, you're very welcome to. It's not open to, well, obviously it's open to all my Patreons mostly. But obviously I'm hoping to open it up to other people as well if they would like to come and join. Just a matter of chilling out with us, bit of a video chat rather than me talking all the time. You guys can talk to us, which obviously helps as well, and then we can get decent feedback. Drink. I have also come across a company on Amazon in the UK that are doing 1 kilo of PLA 1.75 for £10, £9.99, and that's on Amazon Prime as well. I will pop it up here, and that's what it is. So if you guys can see that. So I've ordered that one, which you can see there, and I should be getting it within a couple of days because it's a bit late for the next day. But for £10 for a kilo of filament on Amazon Prime, I'm going to give it a go. Yeah. Reviews are a little bit mixed. Reviews are a little bit mixed, as you can see. Poor, very poor service. Now, if you're getting it from Amazon, I don't know how that could be poor service, but you know, I'm going to give it a go. There's people saying good filament, nice and strong, fab PLA, 5 stars. So quite a few people have said it's good, quite a few people have said it's bad. I'm going to give it a go. So I've got some coming, so I will do a video with that. Yeah, you've got plenty of filament there, Matt. You don't need any more. So I've got that coming. I think I've also got a heat gun coming. I can't remember, as I definitely needed one. I've also got a bit of a surprise coming for the family. It's to do with barbecues, bits and pieces, but that's it. Yeah, it was brought on a whim. But let me just show. Can you guys see that? Don't know if you can. Let me go and get it. One sec. So Matt posted on his website, on his YouTube channel, about these bags. They were $3.99. Whether or not that's a UK thing, I don't know, but they worked out to be $3.99 for me, so I decided to buy them. And you get a pump, and it works. They work fine. You put your filament in. If you watch Matt's video, you put the filament in flat on the bottom. Yeah. Make sure you got this bit in the center. Take that bit off. Screw the pump in and pump away. That gets rid of it, and it just seals it all. Pump boys, yellow pump boys. So that's that at the moment. I hope I've got enough light. I've had to put my makeshift light box here because without it, it's that dark. So that's why I've got the light on. Other than that, that's about where I'm at the moment. So if anyone got any questions or chill and stuff. Rover, hello my friend, how are you? So the filament that I've got up there obviously is fairly cheap. I'm going to give it a go. Would be nice if it's going to work. Yeah, I know, Matt, I know. Hopefully you can get some decent lighting from somewhere. Let me get my space sorted out first. I don't think we need it. I think all that issue has been resolved now, Rover. I lost quite a few subs. So I am guessing majority of the trolls and stuff disappeared. I'm happy about that. So, well, yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know. But there's other people with the old spanners around as well. They can always help. It's not an issue. So yeah. Anything anyone wants me to talk about in general? I mean, that's going to take. Let me just go back. That's going to take another about 40 minutes because I've got it on 0.1 layer height and it's printing, which I'm quite happy about. So that's that. Forgot to say earlier. Open that box. No, don't open that box. You know what you're doing with that box, don't you? Yes, you do. Oh, that box. Yeah. I know what box it is. Yeah, I know. That box. Yeah, do it. Do it. Give it a go, whatever. Go for it, pal. I would. At the end of the day, if it's good, it's good. If it ain't, it ain't. But I'm not going to say any more about that. That's down to you bringing it up. Anything else? Apart from, I don't really watch his stuff, but yeah, using. Oh, okay. You never know, might get to the final. We struggled the last couple of games. Well, one of the games we struggled. Right, so how are we doing? Yeah, I know. How are we doing? Are we doing okay still? Yeah, we are. That was a nice little new sub. Whether or not he's still about, I don't know. Let me just refresh this and see who we got. 9 people. Oh, very good. Not too shabby, as people would say. Come on, guys. Anything to talk about? Give me something to talk about. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short stream. Could do a Google Hangout. We could try. If people want to give it a go, I'm willing to host it. Mixed extrusion. Right, okay. I am printing at this moment in time, the camera quality in there is not great, but I'm printing out another skull to go on the front of my chest. Not this chest, this chest. So I'm printing that out. No, I haven't tried mixed extrusions. When you say that, are you talking about like two different filaments going into one or something like that? But let me have a quick look about this Google Hangouts and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, 2 into 1. No, I haven't. I have not done that. Right. How am I going to do this? Alright, no worries. I'm going to try and set up a Google Hangout, so just letting you know. Right, okay, so I'm going to do a video call. Let's just put this over here. Right, Matt, can you send me your... Actually, if people want to join me in a Google Hangout, because I'm going to stream it as well, if you want, you can either put your email address in. If you put your email address in here, in the chat, I might be able to send you a invite that we can get up and running. So whoever wants to put their email address, I will send you the Google invite for a hangout, and then I'll get it streaming. Alright, Accelerate, you're first. 1 sec, pal. Alright, it's on its way to you now, pal. Anyone else that wants to join? What I'm going to do, guys... Not today, laptop is boxed. Right, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to need to close. I need to shut down my webcam on the stream and get the Google one up and running. So, 1 second. I am still here. So I'm just setting this up. Give me a second, guys. Let's add source, window capture, add Google Hangout. That's wrong. Hey NJ, hope you're okay, pal. Let me get rid of that. Let's do another one. Window capture, add source. New source. There we go. Done. Right. So that's what it is at the moment until people come in. I have. I have sent out the invites. Okay. There you go, guys. This is where I am at the moment. People want to come in, you're welcome to. It should be open. Oi oi. I don't know why my video is not working. Oh, very nice.
That's me at rest.
Ain't that very nice? I'm just trying to get my camera working. Not too sure why. Not going to be that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Because I should have come on by now, which I haven't. Not too sure why my video is not coming on, Matt.
I'm not quite sure why accelerating everybody else hasn't turned up either.
No. Accelerate said something about installing a plugin, so it should be here soon.
I'm just going for a little wander. I've only got about 18 or 19% battery, so I won't be on for long.
Alright.
But people get to see what I do.
Yeah, making a mess.
Oh, I do a lot of that.
There we go. I'll put myself on the actual stream rather than in the chat for some reason.
Alright, okay. I don't know whether I'm better that way up or that way up. Probably better that way up.
That looks alright.
Yeah, colour's not brilliant.
Are you on your 4G signal or?
Yeah, no, I'm floating around on my 4G at the minute. I'm going to get wet now.
Why?
Ah, sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
Got them on 24/7 at the moment. We've got to have, otherwise all the new grass is dying. So.
Yeah, it's very hot here in the UK at the moment, guys.
So I'm not getting any text information up here at all. So I don't know what people are writing about me or anything else.
No, nothing at the moment apart from Accelerate said he's installing the plugin.
All right. Good. I'll better move this sprinkler.
So we are just waiting. Full screen chat.
Excuse me. Gonna get wet again. Then.
So what's going on? What's going up there then, Matt?
That's just me watering. We put a whole load of new turf down, and I've been watering it constantly.
Yeah.
I've just got soaking wet. I've got water all over my camera. Yeah, these sprinklers are on 24/7 at the moment, trying to keep this grass alive. And I've just got to periodically go out and just move them. Oh, that was cold.
Yeah. Accelerate. Try. I think it's only going to work in Chrome, pal. I think it only works in Chrome. Rover laughed out loud at you getting wet.
Oh, that was nice of him. Cheers, Rover. I'll give you a quick view of the main house in a minute. Try to take it in, Derek. You can switch me off if you like.
No, it's okay. We've got nothing else to watch.
Well, it's just something a bit different, isn't it? Me wandering. One of my little vehicles there.
Very nice.
In fact, I've left the side door open, which isn't so good.
Oh. And he's gone. Matt, you still there? No, he's gone. So, anyone else want to join? I have put the link in the chat. You should be able to just click the link and join up. Put a little bit of music on in the background. Let me lose that for a second until people join. Oh, Matt's back. One sec.
Yay, sorry about that. I dropped out for some reason. Might be something to do with the 11% battery.
Yeah, that might be it.
Ooh, sunny evening. Sunny evening.
I know. Lovely.
Right, what's going on down here? Oh, my favourite view is this. This is our front field.
What are you doing? You put some sort of pipe work in?
True.
You put some more water pipes in, are you?
Yeah, that's another new 90mm main going in. Because never a dull moment, mate, you know. Never a dull moment. That's a look down the drive. It's a 3/4 mile drive down to the gates at the bottom. Yeah, it's not a bad place to live, really.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah, nice. 60 acres in total. Just wish it was mine.
Yeah. So, with that link I've pasted in the chat, will people just be able to just join it?
Anybody can click on that link, and then that link will then take them into Google Hangouts, and they can just click on join, and they will join your chat. So you don't have to do email addresses or anything. Literally just bang that link on, and as long as they've got Google Hangouts either on their computer or on their phones, they'll be able to join.
Alright, cool.
It just negates the need for all the sort of, you know, saying, oh, you have.
And he's gone again, guys. Oh. It's like you're in the middle of nowhere there, Matt.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. Pretty much. Right, I'm down to 7% battery, so I'll walk these fields and make it be. Nice to be at all. Nice and peaceful.
Hey, 3D print creators joined. All right, Brian, how are you, pal? If you want to come and join Google Hangouts, the link's in the chat. You're welcome to come on. Everyone say hi to Brian.
Hey, Brian. Right, I'm gonna head for the makerspace and see if I can get in before my battery goes flat.
Alright, pal, no worries. If you click the link, Brian, it will take you just to Google Hangouts. And then you just join. It's a bit of an interactive stream, a little bit more interactive than me just talking and chatting away. So at the moment we've got a video of Matt where he works, of what he does. Just making his way back into his makerspace.
My messy makerspace. Hey, Derek!
Hey!
The box! The box!
Right, get on your computer, pal. It'll be a lot easier for you.
Right, I'll catch you in a second.
No worries. Anyone else want to join the call? You're very welcome to. The link is there. See a lot of people leaving. If you want to come on and join, you're very welcome to. But other than that, been doing other bits and pieces. Let's just turn that off for a sec until someone else comes on. So, printing out the skull, it's at 94%. Oh, Matt's back, one sec. There he is. Hey, Brian!
Brian's in the room, woo!
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, fine.
How's everything over there in the Netherlands?
Yeah, very good, very good. It's nice being here, so yeah. Hi-oh, hi-oh. I think I have to go and find my headphones. Yeah, very good, very good.
Alright, no worries. If you want to do that, you're welcome to.
Yeah, if you're not too careful and you don't have your volume right, you will get nasty feedback, and then you'll pick up us talking, and then that will feedback through your mic, and it'll just keep on going.
I don't know. Is it going all right now at this moment?
Yeah, it's all going good.
Yeah. Oh, okay, then I don't have to get my headphones.
There you go, guys. If anyone wants to come and join the call as well, we've got Brian and Matt here. People are welcome. Just click the link and it will take you to the channel. A little bit more interactive here. I'll just move myself out of the way. People are welcome. Just click the link. There's Accelerate.
Hey, Accelerate.
Hey guys, is it working?
Yeah.
Yeah, working good, my man.
I'm surprised. I'm cooking I'm in a shed, so I'm absolutely roasted.
Yeah, it's been really hot, hasn't it?
Oh, it's too hot in a minute. Not used to it, are we?
Not at all. There's Brian. Brian's still here.
So I now think I got everything solved. Yes.
Okay, guys. So what should we talk about?
Can't hear anybody.
There is a lot of delay on the line.
Oh no. Yeah, he will be able to. Why?
How are you going to extend that? What's this go?
Extend what? Oh, that. Yeah, I've got to get the extrusions for it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so Derek, you need to get your camera sorted out, mate. It's no good looking at an empty screen.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why my video is not coming through. Unfortunately.
I'm also getting talk back from somebody. So somebody's mic is picking up the speakers too much.
Oh. Moet afgekomen? Het moet afgekomen? Ja.
Not too sure. I don't think it's my mic. I don't know why I can't get my webcam working on the stream either, on the Google Hangouts while I've got the Streamlabs open. That could be the issue.
Fairness, Derek, that picture is a better look for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Is my mic working?
Yep, we can hear you accelerate.
Okay.
For some reason, my image is completely blown up.
I wonder if I go like that. Can you see me now, maybe? I don't know.
Fortunately not, no.
Still nothing. Don't know. I don't know why I can't.
I tell you what it is, Derek, it's because that camera is being controlled by YouTube. Because you're streaming on YouTube,
Yep.
YouTube is using that camera, which means Google Hangouts isn't able to.
There we go. That could be why then. Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to do something else.
This sounds worrying.
No, I've got another webcam.
This is worrying. I still look very yellow on this screen.
Is that jaundice?
Yeah, I look decidedly anemic.
I thought it could be just old age, I don't know.
Oi, less of it, you. You're not that far behind me.
I know, yeah. Right, I'm just going to try and get another webcam on the go. 1 second.
Guys, why am I only seeing my image on the screen? Strange.
Right, let me see.
We're not speaking French. You had enough trouble speaking English.
There we go. How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Well, I've got to put you somewhere else though, because that is not right. Oh, 1 sec. Oh.
God, I could do with a fan.
Right, I'm going to try a quick camera swap myself if I can.
I'll have to do something like that, guys. I'll close down the other camera, and then as I'm live streaming up there, it should be fine.
Oh, focus.
Okay. How are we doing?
All good.
Good, good, good. Brian, you'll be happy to know I've still got it. No,
Hi, guys.
There we go.
I've still got it, Brian.
That's better.
I can't see what you got, but I hear you still got it.
Yeah, if you click on the click on me at the bottom. I don't know how to swap it over.
Yeah,
If you-
but for some reason the picture is completely zoomed in. Oh, I think. Yeah, now I can see. Yeah. I can see. Yeah, I know how to see it.
There's my Da Vinci,
There's your Da Vinci, your Frankenvinci.
my Frankenvinci, my Da Vinci 2.0.
Yeah, great. I also still got it.
I've got another one down there as well. Look, I just can't get rid of them.
Here.
Yeah.
Here's my other Da Vinci.
Oh wow. But yeah, I got that one down there as well. And then my hypercube, which is there.
Am I weird because I don't have a Da Vinci?
And the
I don't have one either.
You're
Well-
very lucky not to have a Da Vinci.
Yeah, you're very lucky not to have a Da Vinci. That's right.
Yeah.
It's like 3D print welding, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Too many issues with a Da Vinci.
A whole lot of
think
issues
everything
with
has
Da Vinci.
issues. Don't think you're the only one, Derek. We all have issues.
Well, yeah, we all 3D print stuff.
Hmm.
And the more machines you have, the more issues you have. You should know that. Now you've got the same number as me.
I've got 5 now.
Yeah, now you've learned to count.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation last night when we were just doing this with Richard. Eric. And he was going, I've got 4 printers, I've got 4 printers. And I was going, oh yeah, well, I've got 5. And then he went, oh, wait a minute.
I've got
There's a
5.
printer in my son's room. I've got 5 printers as well. So, there you go. I'm nothing special.
No.
Now I see.
I don't know how I can, for some reason, the screen is just not going on to everyone else when they talk.
Oh no, it's not for me either. It's possibly the way you set up the Hangout. I don't know, to be honest. Settings. No, I can't tell you, to be honest. I'm just pleased that it works. It's nice to get a few more people in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine with Richard last night, but to have 4 of us in, it's
Yeah, I've
quite
never done a
interesting.
hangout
I can see
before.
right up Accelerate's nose, which is even more interesting.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, we've lost Brian. He's fallen asleep. Oh no.
So the skull came out.
Oh, focus, man, focus. Away from the camera. Away from... Oh, do you know. You'd never make it on Channel 5, mate, I tell you.
No. So I'm
Where's
going to
my
be
focus
gluing
pot?
that.
Focus pot's about there, isn't it?
I'll be gluing that on here.
That means I actually have to lean back on my chair. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll change the mic. Might be a bit better for you guys. I've got the mic on pinpoint now, so might be a bit tighter.
And that was 0.1 layer height. Well, that was pretty good.
So what's everybody else printing at the moment? Has anybody got anything on the go, or are they just...
Absolutely nothing today.
At the moment, I have no print going on.
It's not good. Should have.
Well, I mean, I think now, every time Derek comes on screen, it doesn't matter what we're doing, there is something going on in the background, and it's just like, where do you find the time, you know?
Yeah, it seems a waste to have printers sat there not printing though, doesn't it? Whenever I look at them and they're just not doing anything, I feel guilty that they're not printing.
Yeah.
I feel they should be. But it's knowing what to put on them, and it's obviously it's the waste of electric and filament if you're just printing stuff that you don't need all the time. So.
Oh, don't say electric. Shh.
Yeah. I had my electric bill in only a few days ago for running 4 printers for last month, and yeah, it's quite high. Yeah, it's higher than I thought.
It's not that high.
I tell the boss it's something to do with him, and then he believes me, and it's all right then.
Lost audio.
It doesn't cost that much.
No.
Don't know why, but I lost my audio.
You told me
No, you've got your audio, it's your video we can't
It's your
see.
video.
But it's nice to actually finally see you face to face, Accelerate. It's yeah.
Cheers, guys.
It's,
Yeah.
You've seen me all the time, haven't you? I mean,
I know.
this
It's
is
the first
the
time
thing.
I've ever done a hangout as well, so I've never used the camera on this laptop at all. So
Here we go.
But it's good. It's a good clear picture.
that's good, Derek. Did you print the whole thing?
Yeah.
Brian's back.
Hey, Brian. That's good. That really is good.
You know, I think he's bought that from Poundland and he's just pretending he's printed it.
No, you didn't bring it.
For some reason, I can't hear you guys anymore.
Oh
It's
no,
silent on my side.
that's not good. So there's one way of me getting me into the picture by doing this. If I
Oh, and the YouTube stream's still up. I didn't even realise that was still up.
yeah, I'm live streaming it.
Sorry, people in the room that are having to put up with this. There's 7 people watching 4 people talking.
There's
That's
6
really
people
sad.
watching 4 people talking. Yes. Oh, no. Okay, so while I was away, I decided to make some of these. When so basically, just little clips, and what they do, they hold bath towels to like deck chairs and stuff.
What is going on that my audio doesn't work?
We can hear you, Brian. But yeah, so I made these. The only thing is, obviously, in the temperature that it was over there, they didn't really last long. They lasted about, I don't know, a good few days before they started warping and stuff. The temperature over there was like in the 35 degrees-ish most of the time. So what should I be making these out of next then? PETG?
Well, that's the next one up heat-wise, isn't it? Is PETG.
Yeah? Or ABS?
Well, ABS is the one beyond PETG. PETG is up to the mid-ground because you can print that without an enclosure.
Yeah.
But if you're going for ABS, I mean, a lot of people say they only print ABS because they need the enclosure to keep the nasty smells out. But if I remember half the things I've breathed in over the years, a bit of ABS ain't going to make a lot of difference.
Yeah.
There's a lot of knowing glances going around this room at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It does smell though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
But
not
there's
too
a lot
bad.
of things that I do that smells, so yeah, one more ain't going to make a lot of difference.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I'd go for ABS if you could.
Yeah.
That would last, but
Should last. Yeah, okay. I'll do them in the ABS next time then.
Well, yeah, because your Da Vinci's are enclosed anyway, aren't they? I mean, they're a fully enclosed printer, so you've got that advantage over me. I do not own a fully enclosed printer.
Yeah.
That might be another necessary mod, actually, at some point.
Looks like
Some kind of enclosure is one of them.
oh. Colour fab.
Oh.
This is great filament, guys.
Uh-huh.
Really great filament.
And are you sponsored to say that then?
No. But it's for sure it's the only filament I'm going to print with further on.
All right. Well, that's a great endorsement. That is.
It's engine filament, and it prints like it's PLA. But the great thing about it, its transition temperature is about 110 degrees.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So you can keep boiling water in it, for example.
So when I needed to print that shroud for my Prusa yesterday, when I realised that the one had melted, I could have used that as PLA, printed with it, and it would have been fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
It's warped thing that I took off. I don't know whether you saw that. I put that on Twitter. I was having real issues with my Prusa, and it was printing great on 3 sides, but one side it was awful. And I looked at the fan, and the actual fan shroud is warped.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's completely out of shape, and that's PETG from the factory. So I've whacked a quick one out on one of my Ender 3s and stuck that on, and it seems to be working all right. But it was a epiphany moment, because I'd tried all sorts of stuff and tried all the firmwares and just couldn't get anything to make it print properly. And then for some reason I looked down and thought, well, that doesn't look right. And the more I looked at it, you can't actually see the focus of that, but the more I looked at it, the more you realised it was wrong. It's just warped completely. It bows down the front 2 parts of the fang, I suppose you would call it. They're both curved down. So at some points when I was doing infill, it was actually touching the print as it was going backwards and forwards, because those
Over the
front
print.
edges were actually lower than where the nozzle was, because it warped downwards. So yeah, bit of PETG. 15 minutes on one of my Ender 3s. New fan. That was good news.
Okay.
But that, again, is because Prusa, all the parts for all their printed parts are on the website. So you can just go on, download the whole lot in the space of about 4 minutes, I think. I had everything, or every single STL ready. I could just go through, pick the one I wanted, like I say, whack it out to the Ender 3. It was up and running, so that's fairly good, rather than hunting about having to find something to do the job.
Yeah, I love the way how Joseph Prusa worked with his files. How he's open source completely. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not without its issues. I sometimes think maybe they released it a little bit too early, and they should have, maybe waited a bit. But the problem is once he first put out there that he'd got this machine, everybody wanted it and everybody was clamoring for it, and I think maybe he felt a bit under pressure to get it out there, not wanting to lose sales, and I think it went out probably, like I say, 3 or 4 months too early, really. But it's a 3D printer. There isn't a 3D printer on the market that is perfect. Every single one of them has its faults. And that's what we like. Well, that's certainly what I like about it, is the tinkering, and that they're getting things right. They're getting things, when you get that one absolutely perfect print, I mean, it's such a good feeling when something works out properly.
Very true.
Completely true.
Usually when you're about to give up, I find as well.
Oh yeah.
Just at the
I
last
also
minute.
find it's the ones you sit and hover over. If you like watch maybe the first 10 layers go down, and then you go, right, that's it, it's all fine, right, I'm off to go and do something else, I'll leave it, and you come back in the morning and it's got to about 80%, and then you've just got spaghetti. Or you come in and it's dangling off the print head, and the whole thing's moving backwards and forwards like that. It's, oh no! But if you can sit there for the 5, 6, 7 hours while it's printing, it never misses a beat. It'll print all day while you're in the room with it. I think it just must get lonely.
Yeah.
I think if you go away and leave it, it just thinks, right, sod this, I'm going to spit my dummy out and just make a mess everywhere.
I have a whole lot of guitar picks made out of the mess I got from our printer.
But this is the big thing. The first people that actually come up with something practical to do with all your wasted prints. I mean, if only one of these these self-filament kits, you know, one of these ones where they mash it up and they reconstitute it and make filament. The minute somebody can get one of those that works and works reliably and is cheap enough that we as printers, as makers, can have one, that anything that fails we can just chop it up and bang it back through and print ourselves some more PLA with, they are going to make an absolute mint, that company. Because if you just think about the amount of stuff that you chuck away, it's just ridiculous. You know, they talk about plastic bottles going in the sea. The amount of filament I've got, I mean, in fairness, I haven't thrown anything away yet, but I've got 2 dustbins somewhere out there just full of failed prints, and I'm waiting for the day somebody comes up with something decent to do with it.
Make guitar picks out of them, for sure. I do it.
You'll have to show me how to do that. You'll have to do a video on how to do that, and you know, then it's got a use, because I don't want to throw it away. I don't want it to go to landfill or end up in the sea or whatever else could happen to it. But I just feel that, you know, if somebody can come up with a decent way of recycling that stuff, you know, there's a fortune to be made in that.
The reason I didn't make that video is because it's already made by Make Anything. He made a video how to do it.
Yeah, but you can still do your own. Just because he's done one doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah, but I'm not completely stealing his idea.
No, but you say in your video, you mentioned that it's come from him and that he's got a video out, and you put his video in the description. But people might. This is the thing, is that people describe things differently, and quite often I will have conversations with people about stuff about 3D printing, and a lot of it goes straight over my head because it doesn't. I can't relate to it, and then all of a sudden somebody else will come along and say exactly the same thing, but they'll say it in a way that my brain understands, and all of a sudden it's like doing firmware upgrades and stuff like that. You can spend so long reading documentation, looking at videos, and you try and do it, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't work. And then all of a sudden you'll watch one other person's video, and you'll get that light bulb moment, and you'll go, that all makes sense now. And away you go, and you know, your firmware's upgraded, and everything's good with the world. So I don't think you can ever have too many videos on one subject, because I think, like I say, people bring different things into their videos, and what might make sense from your video won't make sense from somebody else's. So don't have that as an excuse not to do it.
That's true.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
As long as Derek doesn't copy all my videos, then we'll be all right.
I need to enter 3 first.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Oh, I do have something that you've got that, obviously, I only got it because you got it.
Do you know, I don't want to know what that is.
It's your spinny thing.
Oh, you've got one, have you?
No, I've got it on order. It should be here in a couple of days.
Oh no, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's there, look.
Yeah.
And it never stops turning.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. There is that battery compartment in the bottom, which is for the little LED lights, which are probably actually flat now. Yeah, they are completely flat.
Yeah.
But the actual spinny thing itself just keeps on going. Day or night, I'll be sat here with no music on, nothing, trying to sort something out, and you can just hear this tiny, weeny little whir in the background. What is it? And it's this bloody turntable still going around. But no, fantastic piece of kit is that.
Yeah. I've got one coming. So, yeah.
Can't fault it. Right, well, guys, I have come in here and I really shouldn't have been in here. I snuck away. What have I got left on my battery? I've had my battery on charge since I got in here. So I've now got 24% on my battery. So I might whack back onto that just as I walk back up to my little humble abode. And then I'll say my good evenings, because I need to spend time with the good lady, because otherwise I'll get in trouble.
Matt, check what Brian's got.
I can imagine.
Oh my God!
My turntable.
That's his turntable.
Oh, you see, there's always something that has to be one step better.
I made this part on it, so I can put it on my tripod.
Oh,
cool.
Right, that's it. I'm going.
I can click it on my tripod.
That big. gonna have to get a specific wide-angle lens just to get this thing on, and it'll still only have a benchy sat in the middle.
Yeah.
No, it'll be 6 foot across, and it'll have a little benchy like that turning around in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm gonna swap back to my phone, so I'll pick you up in a couple of minutes while I walk back up to the house.
Okay.
See you later.
Yeah. But Brian, Matt came out with a really good thing the other day, saving your filament. Now, you know that a lot of filament come in pre-sealed bags, obviously, and they're all vacuum sealed and stuff. Well, on Amazon, you get a yellow pump, and you get these resealable bags.
Yep.
Yeah. So you take this off, obviously. Put your filament in. Put the pump on. Take out all the air, and they're vacuum sealed.
One of the very, very first videos I ever made on this channel was a video about using a waste bin sack and using a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
To suck it dry.
That's it. I remember.
So,
Hey, I don't want to know about videos about being sucked dry. Yeah, this is a family
my
channel.
horrible English, man. My horrible English.
You're lying.
Yeah, it all works out quite nicely. I'll go and get one that I've done.
Excuse me.
Cheers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that's not the only thing you've stolen from me then, Derek.
No.
Walked out my own house now.
I think someone just tried to join, but they went again. Not too sure who that was. Right. I'm not doing anything rude.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Completely seals it.
Yeah, great.
I'm gonna get wet again. Oh, oh, oh God, that's cold.
Matt's on the move. So yeah, at the moment, I think this is working out quite nicely.
How many come in the pack, Derek?
6.
For £3.99 you got them for?
Yeah, because there was an issue on Amazon or something. They stacked a couple of discounts or something, and it worked out when you went to the checkout. It was $3.99.
There were
Sharing
3
a link
codes.
with you guys.
There was a 15% off code, a 20% off code, and a 25% off code. But they stacked them, so you actually ended up with 60% off.
Yeah.
Bargain.
I just sent you guys a link,
Oh, cool.
and it's a video on how I made my own sacks.
All right. Cool.
It was in the time I was having this horrible beard.
What's he saying about beards? There's nothing wrong with beards.
Oh, take a look at my beard.
Yeah. I might need to get rid of mine.
That's not a beard.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone again. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing today. I've done myself a nice little chest. It was all printed on the Da Vinci,
Look at this. Nice.
and obviously 3D
Made
printed.
your own hinges.
And
Great.
the bit in the middle of the hinges is actual just filament, just pushed through as well.
Yep.
So totally 3D printed.
Have you
Looking
painted
good.
that, Derek?
Yeah, I sprayed it. It was
Okay.
white.
Okay.
So I sprayed it and then painted these little bits silver, front and back, and I've done a little bit of two-tone on the brown.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I thought, nice little thing. Holds all my little benchy boats, so it is pirate base. which I'm happy about. I've got somewhere that I can put all my benches now.
I think I've only got one benchy. I've done one ever. One benchy. Yeah,
You're a lucky one.
he was. He didn't turn out too bad, and then that's it. I've never printed one ever again. I don't know why. Print loads of other silly objects, but not many benchies.
Yeah.
I haven't even got one here actually.
I can still see the chat on the stream as well, and at the moment it's only Don in there. But thanks very much, Don. Nice one.
You got sort of junk like that.
All right, what's that for?
It's actually a holder for a camera. This is actually gets sold to a company, and they put cameras in them. It's just a holder.
Nice.
I don't tend to print much stuff like what you guys do, which is what I need to start doing. More
Yeah.
organic stuff, really, rather than square, round, block-shaped things, which is mainly what I've been printing for the last 2 years, really.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to look at other things now.
Well, you know what I print? I've shown it so many times. Oh, yeah. Can you see?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I need to start doing stuff that's, like I say, more model orientated and organic stuff, really.
I mean, it's just a matter of finding something to print. I mean, my son, he's like, obviously he's got one of my hypercubes. He's got the smaller hypercube, and he's just like, oh, I don't know what to print, Dad. I don't know what to print. I'm like, seriously, print something, otherwise I'm having it back. And he's like, oh, what do I print? I go, print anything. So he came up with a Fortnite keychain. That game out everyone's playing at the moment. It's called Fortnite, and it's just a keychain. So he sprayed it gold, and he's got it on his keys sort of thing now, and it looks all right. So I'm just waiting for that to take off at school. Then he'd be like, Dad, I need some filament. I'll be like, nah, get your own now. Get your own. Not using my filament. That's it.
Do they do 3D printing at his school?
No.
Right.
No, they don't. That's the thing. That's what I want to do. I want to get that message out to schools and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just walk in, not as just, be invited in with a printer and say, look, this is a 3D printer. This is what you can do with it. Limitation.
Endless.
Absolutely endless. Just let your imagination go wild. What's Brian got there?
It's a CO2 rocket. My son made all kinds of CO2 rockets.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And they're really flying high. They're flying about 50 meters in the air.
I thought it was something else then, Brian, when
It
you looked
does,
at
yeah,
it.
it does look a bit odd there, Brian. Chosen
was
the
a
wrong
bit
colour
funny.
for a rocket.
It was his idea.
All right, okay.
But
Dear, dear.
they're really flying great.
That's really cool.
How do they work, Brian? What is that? 2 pieces or something?
Yeah, it's 2 pieces. It's the top, and then the CO2 cartridge goes in here. I hope the camera can show it.
Okay.
There's a CO2 cartridge in there.
And you just pierce it, do you?
Yeah, this goes in a tube, and then
Okay.
I'll have the tube here.
Oh, yeah.
Just the tubing like this, and this is the wrong side. It's like this.
Yeah.
Goes inside, and
Yeah.
then there is a nail, a part with a nail on the bottom. and you drop down the cartridge, and then it's flying sky high. Yeah.
It's good.
So this is one of my son prints, and he really liked it.
That's cool. Yeah.
It is good. It's a matter of trying to get that generation now to start with the 3D printers. Because obviously when they take stuff to school and the kids are like, wow, what's that? Oh, you know, you can personalise your own stuff and bits and pieces. Just crazy. I mean, I've done my own little maker coin.
Yeah, I still haven't made a maker coin myself.
Me neither. Yeah, I've not done one, Brian. I need to.
Yeah, I've done my own little maker coin.
It looks good.
It came out really well.
Was that done on the Hypercube, Derek?
Yeah. For some reason, most of my best prints come out on Hypercube. I don't know why, but let me just grab Thanos.
What the hell was that?
I can't remember what.
Have you ever seen this Hypercube?
I think that was Groot, Derek.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, check it out.
I rarely show this thing ever, but
I'm
this
back.
is my Hyper Tower.
Yeah.
Is that two in one there, is it?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 Hypercubes in one. I
Cool.
rarely ever show it, but it's a Hyper Tower.
Nice.
Yeah. It's got 2 hypercubes, basically one on top of each other.
Sweet
Yeah.
idea.
And what I want to do with my one, which is there,
Sound.
is I want to increase the build volume. So, but I've got my Delta, which I got from a local shop, and I want to increase that one first. That's going to be...
Have you already seen the Infinite Hypercube?
Yes, yeah, with the
Conveyor
Z sort
belt.
of on a belt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was...
that's the next one I'm going to build.
It seems... It's a little bit strange because he hasn't had a real good print come out of it yet. They've been a little bit shoddy, but the idea of the Infinite Z is unbelievable. It's a good idea, really good idea. But that is my best print I've had.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's looking great.
That was on my Hypercube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come out really well.
It came out unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's obviously a good filament there, though.
That was
Eric?
the gold PLA that I got from 3D Prints Limited.
Okay.
Now this is the filament that I've got on my competition to win. So it's 2 rolls of filament that come directly from the manufacturer, from them. And they're happy to ship all over the worldwide. Oh, nice.
It's Donald Duck.
That's really good detail. What was that printed on?
This is printed on the Hypercube and
Yes.
with PATG.
There you go. Hypercube for the win. What can I say?
Yeah, the Hypercube is really magnificent.
Hypercube is just... I can't believe how the idea behind the Hypercube was one of those things that, like, hold on one sec, you've got two motors at the front of the Hypercube, but do all different directions. It was like, how was that possible? But then when you look at it and you see the way the timing belt goes, then you understand it a little bit better.
It's a good system. I love Core XY.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I've always been reluctant to build the Hypercube because of the plastic parts in it. But after watching what you guys can print off of yours, it seems it doesn't seem to be a problem.
None at all. None
No.
at all. I mean,
You've got carbon fibre rods on yours, haven't you?
carbon fibre bars.
Yeah, because obviously on the Tech2C web channel videos, he got carbon fibre ones in the end. Oh, Matt's back. He's got a glass of wine now.
Oh dear, making me thirsty.
It's all right for some, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, on Tech2C he said the carbon fibre rods were obviously lighter and a lot stronger. So he was using those over the aluminium rod things. And he's drinking as well. I've just got Coke. This is all I've got. Coca-Cola. That's all I've got. Nothing else.
Nothing. I have to go and get some.
But
so what bearings have you got on those, on the carbon fibre rods then? Just standard?
No, they're bushings.
They're bushings. The Igus bushings.
Yeah, the copper bushings.
Ah, copper one. Okay.
That's all they are on that. I mean, if anyone else puts one together, I mean, I'm quite happy to help people go through it and build it and stuff. I've got all the files and bits and pieces, so I mean, I've built two. I think I'm quite easy enough to build more. But yeah, the Hypercube. It seems like Hypercube just prints and it just doesn't go wrong.
Yeah, I was watching Walter's one where he'd done all the extrusions in PLA, and I mean, practically the whole machine, apart from the rods, is all plastic, isn't it? I mean, and he's still printing out of it.
Yeah.
So I was quite surprised, really.
Yeah, his the extrusions. The thing is, he said he was the first person to do the Hypercube fully 3D printed. He wasn't.
Okay.
I did, but I never showed it on camera. I've still got the extrusion somewhere because it was my son's one, but I then changed it to aluminium framing around because obviously I knew that it was stronger, it would last longer, and he's just he can break things.
Cheers, Matt.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
I'm going to go and get a drink. Right, I'm going to be back in a minute. You guys are making me thirsty. It's too hot. It's not good. Right, it's back in 2 seconds. Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it's not doing too bad. But like I said, I'm drawing the winner this Friday of my 1K sub giveaway. So
did I go in for that? I don't think I did I?
Well, you better do.
No, I don't think I have.
Well, you need to.
What was it you were giving away?
2 rolls of 3D prints filament.
Yeah, like I say, I think I've got enough filament.
Well, yeah, but
I'll give it to somebody more deserving.
Same thing here.
yeah. But anyway, it's open worldwide anyway. I think I mean it's still going on until Friday, but I gained I think about 100 subs out of doing it.
I hope for you don't get a winner from Guatemala, because I once got
the company said that they are happy to ship it worldwide.
I shipped it myself. It costed a lot of money.
The company said that they'd do it straight from them, so I'm happy.
I'm going to see if I can find somebody in Abu Dhabi or something like that and say, oh, I'm going for this competition.
Well, yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's going pretty well. I've just hit the 1.1k now, Brian. So
Great.
I mean, majority of those subs were mostly because of the Da Vinci and the conversion and stuff.
Yeah. I got, I think, 3/4 of my viewers from Da Vinci videos.
Yeah. And then when I done the video for the Console Delta, I had quite a few views for just that video on YouTube. I think I had over 200 odd views literally within the first couple of hours. It was crazy. You don't see a lot of those printers on. on YouTube. So it's like, yeah, I might have to look into it a little bit more.
It's like
I
probably
still want
my
to buy
best.
puzzle.
My best performing video was the one I did with when I put the dual lead screws on the CR10, because a lot of people are still doing that,
Yeah.
and because I got that video out there, I mean, I think it's over 3,500 views, I think, for that video now, because it's still a machine that a lot of people have got, and because a lot of people have still got it, a lot of people are still looking to do that upgrade. So yeah, if you can find a machine that is a popular machine, which is why I started doing the things with the Ender 3, or wanting to do the things with the Ender 3, because I saw how popular that machine was, excuse me, was going to become. And because of that, I thought, that's my wine getting stuck. Because I knew how popular it was going to get, I thought, right, this is a machine that, you know, people are going to want to see videos on. So that's kind of why I went down that route. And if you can find something like that, that does become popular, like you've done with that one, that's where you get your views from. Speaking of which, my brain's gone dead now. The Kickstarter project that I'm back in,
Yeah.
you know, the one I've been talking about, had another email from them today, and they are definitely going into production. They're still about $2,000 short of the target, but they have assured me today that they are going into production and they will be coming to me, which means that giveaway is going to happen. So that's good.
I'm now looking.
Yeah.
I've got 15,000 viewers on a simplified 3D video explaining coasting settings.
Yeah, well, again, this is something that a lot of people are searching for, isn't it? A lot of people need, you know, that's one of the common problems is ghosting. So if you stick a video out there that helps to sort that issue out, you're going to get so many hits off it. It's unbelievable.
The printing tower also 10,000 views.
Yeah, don't think I've had a video yet that's hit over about 3,500 views. But I mean, for me, I'm quite pleased with that. You know, it's not
the unclogging video of the Da Vinci nozzle. 17,000 views.
Wow. Right, I'm definitely getting a Da Vinci then, just for the views.
What? Just to sort out all the errors with it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll just copy his videos. Like I said before, you know, you can't have too many videos of something, can you? So I'll just copy all his and then, you know, put my Yorkshire twang on them all. And...
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, be my guest.
Yeah. I mean, I with Brian's videos, he on the Da Vinci, I'm guessing one of your highest ones would be your E3D V6 conversion or change. If you have a look under that one, because the amount of people that have been sort of messaging me about it, I'm like, no, look at Brian's video, he's got it all there.
I have to look it up.
3D Gus is in the chat on the stream. Hi Gus, how are you? You're welcome to come and join us if you want.
Yeah, no, I think we need to get Gus on.
Coming on, Gus. I will pop the link in the chat.
Resolving the clicking sound problem. That's the best video ever. 60,000 views.
Wow.
Resolving the clicking sound, which every Da Vinci printer has.
Yeah.
So what did you do to solve it then? Just lock it in a drawer or something?
No, you get a hammer to it.
I glued in a top.
Chucked it out the window. Oh, I can't hear it clicking anymore.
Yeah, you get a hammer to it.
Here we have a bath of custard. We dropped the Da Vinci in a bath of custard.
And now
no
don't
more
click.
clicking.
Yeah, no more clicking.
Dear oh dear. I should set up a parody channel actually, that'd probably be quite a good idea.
But yeah, that's how things are going at the moment. But Gus has said loves you too, Matt.
Ah, bless him. Bless him.
But mostly he's camera shy, he's saying.
Yeah, so he's shy of a lot of things, he's Gus, in fairness. He doesn't do Twitter, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, he doesn't go on camera. I'm not quite sure what he does do.
I think you might find him on a certain channel which is like XXX rated.
You might find him on there. I certainly won't.
And you just need to, you know, obviously put a face to a body part, maybe. I don't know.
The hot end conversion only took 9,000 views.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the clogging one was the best then.
Yeah, the unclogging was by far one of the best. Yeah, and the clicking sound.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, majority of the time.
It's not all about reviewing stuff. It's not all about how good is this filament.
My
Simple
worst
things.
videos I ever made are my videos where I unbox printers or where I review printers. Those are the worst videos I ever made.
Oh.
For real.
Yeah. No, I think you're proving to us this evening that if you can do a video about it, only has to be a small thing.
Yeah.
But if there are enough people that have that issue and you can solve it or you can speak about it, even if you don't solve it, if you just share their pain, I think you do quite well out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, Brian's been pulling his hair out because of Da Vinci.
It's completely true.
Yeah.
You know, I've just watched that video he was talking about, and I actually thought his head was on upside down.
Yeah. We're all doing good. That's the main thing now. Right, I've got about another 10 minutes available to myself. So I've got another 10 minutes, so if anyone wants to say stuff, you're welcome to.
And now it's silent.
Yeah. No one wants to say anything now.
I'm just thinking I'm glad I never bought a Da Vinci.
Yeah, for sure. Be glad.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to know from you guys, what are you guys' best printers?
Hypercube.
I already told my Hypercube.
Hypercube.
Yeah, for me too.
My own Core XY, but it's similar to a Hypercube, I suppose.
No.
My best machine.
Matt, what's your best printer?
I think my best machine will be my next machine.
The Da
I
Vinci.
love my Ender 3s. I've got to say it, I love my Ender 3s. Everything else is gathering dust at the moment, in fairness. They are, I mean, you've seen me do the unboxings, you've seen me do the 2 builds of them. There are little issues with them, but I mean, it was the situation the other day when I found the problem with the Mark III and I had to print another fan. Which machine did I turn on? Turned my Ender 3 straight on, put the PETG straight in it, sliced it, chucked it on there, it printed beautifully. No issues at all, no problems with adhesion, nothing. 20 minutes later, there was the fan, and it's just a go-to machine that you know is going to produce a usable print every single time. And you can't ask for anything more than that. Yeah, no, this is the thing, you can't ask for anything more than that. You can, I mean, you know, the Mark III is an expensive machine. It's got all those bells and whistles, you know, all the filament out sensors and everything else with it. But the more bells and whistles you have, the more problems you have. The more chances there are for something to go wrong. It goes back to cars, doesn't it? You know, if you've got a bog standard basic car that it starts, it stops. If something breaks, you can fix it with a pair of mole grips, a screwdriver and some duct tape, which is why I like Land Rovers, because you can fix those with a very basic toolkit. But if you've got a posh car like a BMW or a Porsche or an Audi, you know, it's all electronics. There's so many things that go wrong that you can't fix, and I think it's the same with 3D printers. Stick with something basic, stick with something straightforward, and you'll have no problems.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the more bells and whistles you have, the more things there are to go wrong. I mean, I love my Prusa, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful machine. It's got pride of place up there, but you know, the go-to machine is the Ender 3. Just switch it on, fire it up, chuck something at it, and it prints it.
That
What
says a
more do you
lot,
want
doesn't
to
it?
know? Yeah, absolutely.
Says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, quite what it'll do when I start adding stuff to it, I'm not sure. I mean, whether cover it, but this is half the reason why I'm doing it. You know, cover it with extras, cover it with the bells and the whistles. Is what will this break the machine? You know, will this turn a machine that you can turn on and use and you know is going to work? Will it turn it from that to something that becomes a problem machine? Yeah, and until I start doing those upgrades, I'm not going to know. I was talking to Richard last night. We had a little chat on here, and he's just got one. And he says, "Oh, I want you to do the firmware upgrade." So I'm going to do the Tim Hoogland's firmware that he's got, his unified firmware. I'm going to stick that on one of them, and then we'll go through and look what's changed on it and what you're able to do on it. I mean, the biggest thing about that really is the fact that you get baby stepping. So even if you've got your bed level and you start to print something, the standard firmware, once it's started, you haven't got anywhere to go really. I mean, you have got a bit of Z height adjust, but the problem with it is you can use the Z height adjust once during a print. And once you've used it once and you've altered that Z height, you can't then go and do it again. Not a lot of people have noticed that, but it only allows you to change that Z height once. And once you've done it for a print and you've got it, you might not have got it right, you can't alter it again. It locks it out until you finish the print. So the fact that with his you're going to have baby stepping and you can alter the Z height up and down right the way through the print is going to make a lot of difference. And putting his ABL sensor on and everything else, I mean, I've done all that on the CR10, so I know it works. The only issue with ABL sensors, from my point of view, is that it actually takes longer for the ABL sensor to plot all its points and do all its than it is to get a piece of paper, turn your stepper motors off, and just do your four bed points around the outside, and then double check in the middle. And if it's a bit low in the middle, well, you just give them all half a turn to get your central point right.
But guys, for real, how often do you guys level your beds? I level my beds once in 2 months, 3 months maybe?
Hardly ever.
Yeah. I think once you put it dialed in, you know, it's fairly good. I mean, with the Ender 3, I probably do it once every maybe 10 or 12 prints, just for my own peace of mind. I've just got a little piece of G code, and I run it through the system, and it just goes to the four corners of the bed, and I just make sure it's level, and then it just prints a box around the edge of the print bed, just to make sure I've got a decent level. And like I say, I'll do that maybe every 10 or 12 prints, just to make sure that there's no issues with it. But that's more through choice than anything. You know, I don't think I need to do it. It's just something I do because, you know, I want to be sure that the print's going to work.
I'm not doing that anymore. I really get annoyed if I have to level my printer, and I really do that once in 3 months or something like that.
Yeah, I think the thing is as long as the way the bed's put together is put together in such a way that it won't vibrate itself out of level, because that was always an issue I had with my A-net, my A8, was it would be great for 5 or 6 prints, but then it would be vibrating so much that all the adjusters would undo. In fact, I seem to remember it was wing nuts, and I seem to remember being halfway through a print one day and hearing something tinkle, and it was a wing nut hitting the desk, because it just vibrated itself round and round and round and round and just dropped off. So
I have a video in which an A-net E10 is completely disassembling itself while printing.
Oh my god!
And I have that video online.
I can well believe it. I mean, but again, I've always said on all my videos, although I bash A-nets now and I bash the fact that they haven't been able to do anything in the last sort of 3 or 4 years that's been good. Without that machine, I wouldn't be 3D printing now. You know, that was the machine that got me started. That was the machine that taught me how to build a printer, how a printer worked, because it was such a kit, you know, on such a basic level. You learnt so much. By the time you got it together, you understood how 3D printing worked. Before you even printed your first print. And when you did print your first print and it actually worked, well, that was amazing. You know, it was so phenomenal.
You rebuilt the printer.
Well, yeah. Then you had to put it all back together again, because by the time it got to the end. It was like where Herbie Goes Bananas, where it all sort of collapses at the end of the race and it all drops into the... It's the same kind of thing. After every single print, you had to rebuild the printer before you could do the next one. But, you know, I mean, people still buy them. I've got a friend of... well, it was a guy who I went to school with, who I'm a friend with on Facebook. And I hit him up about 3 or 4 months ago about something. And I suddenly realised I was looking at an internet group and there was his name. And I went, oh... I mean, he works for British Aerospace, is his job. I mean, he's a very clever bloke. And went, oh, have you got an A-net? He went, oh, yeah, I bought it last week. And I thought, you bought an A-net last week? There's CR10s on the market, there's Ender 3s on the market, and you bought an A-net? And then I thought to myself, well, fair enough, actually thinking about it, yeah, it got me to where I am now. So although we probably now look at them as a very old machine and a very basic machine, it's a good grounding.
It's like a Da Vinci.
Well, I wouldn't know, but clearly you both have issues about your Da Vinci.
For sure.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous, it's Da Vinci's Anonymous.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
can tell you, my Da Vinci ain't no Da Vinci anymore. It's not like Derek did, that he made a Da Vinci 2 out of it.
Yeah.
But my Da Vinci is completely with new parts inside. There's not at all any parts set anymore.
No, but you see that, like I say, with the A-nets, you'll see that people have updated the frames and they've gone for aluminium frames or steel frames and it's like a custom car. It's Trigger's brush. The English people among me will know exactly what I mean about Trigger's brush.
Yeah. It's
got 5 different shafts and 6 different heads, but it's still the same brush. A lot of people will have A-nets and there will be nothing original left on that machine. Everything will have been updated. Everything will have been changed. But again, it's a learning process.
Yep.
You know, and but this is what never ceases to amaze me about it. People pay the money they pay for an A8 and then will spend the same money again, if not more, to make it a machine that works and works well, when they could have gone out for as probably about as much money when they first came out and bought an Ender 3 and had to have done nothing to it at all.
Yeah.
You know, just...
I even think the other way around. People buying an Ender 3 or an Ender 2, like I also have, are not learning that much about 3D printing.
No,
to start
absolutely. With. Yeah, no, absolutely. And you do find on all the forums on Facebook the amount of people that, I mean, they don't annoy me. Annoy me is the wrong word, but it frustrates me that they buy this machine and they just want to be able to put the card in, press a button, and a print come out the other end. And when it doesn't, they go off on one, and it's like, this is rubbish, I feel like throwing it out the window, and it's like, surely half the fun of doing this is actually making it work, you know?
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, it's like on the CR10 forums, there are people on those CR10 forums that have been on those CR10 forums, to my knowledge, for 3 years, and I don't think they have printed anything but upgrades.
Yeah.
They've not, or maybe a benchy. You know, they'll print a benchy and then they won't be happy with it, so they'll upgrade something, and they'll print something to make it better, and then they'll print another benchy and there'll be another.
Check if it's really better.
So they'll print something else to do, and all that they're buying all this filament and all that. They've never printed anything practical. They've never printed any models. All they've done is upgrade after upgrade, different fan housings, you know, things to stop the Z wobble, you know, print a bloody goldfish bowl, you know, print something that goes in a plug socket so kids don't stick their fingers in. Don't just print updates all the time. What's the point?
Yeah.
You know, it gets to that stage when you just think, why have you got this machine? You know, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't need to print all this stuff on it.
No.
Think of the money you would have saved. You could have just sat home with a cardboard box and been happy.
Yep. That's very true. But
I've
anyway,
printed a whole lot of airsoft gameplay things, and it's really great to print that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you can find something practical to do with it, or all those that print the cosplay stuff and stuff like that, I mean, it's all good. And it's like somebody put on your channel tonight, Derek, about when you went out and you bought the little tripod for £1.
yeah,
And somebody said, "Oh, why didn't you 3D print one?" Well, let's just analyse that. So you've got to find one on Thingiverse. You've then got to download it. You've then got to slice it.
yeah,
You've then got to find the filament. You've then got to turn your print. You know, you've spent 3 hours by the time you're finished making something that you could go out and buy for £1.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, it's a no-brainer. But when you're printing stuff like cosplay stuff or anything like that, it's stuff you can't buy in shops.
No.
And because you can't buy in shops, it's worthwhile doing it.
Yep, for sure. Take
Or
a
an
look
axe.
at this. Take a look at this.
Yeah, so yeah, this was a nice little project as well.
Was that from the £2 shop?
Well, it weighs about £4, so
Holy smoke.
yeah. So that's just one of the little things that I've made.
Little.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, guys, on that note, I've gone over the 9 o'clock mark, so I'm going to call it there. Thanks, guys, for joining. Matt, Accelerate, Brian, thank you very much, guys. It's
Cheers,
all,
mate. Cheers, guys.
it's all good
Cheers.
to know, but at least we know that this works, and I am quite happy to host more if people want.
Oh, I don't know whether we want you hosting them.
All right,
I'm not sure about that.
that's fine. If someone else wants to host,
Use my other camera, because that will give a whole lot better image, but I don't know how to use it yet on these streams.
so if
Right, well, you get that sorted out, Brian. I'll get about 9 cameras set up.
yeah.
I'll do that bullet time thing like they do on The Matrix. I'll have them all around my head.
Yeah.
No,
But
it's been fantastic, guys. I do like this. I do like the fact we can actually interact together. I think it brings a whole new level to the streaming thing. Because, like Derek said earlier, when there's just one talking and everybody else just has to sit and type, it's interesting, but there isn't the interplay that you've got when we can do this. And I think the more people we can do it with, I mean, up to a point, the more people we can do it with, the better. But I think if you get probably over 5 or 6, everybody will end up just having to listen to me, which is just the same as me streaming. So.
which is what we don't
There's
want.
no real difference, is there? You might as well be all sat behind your keyboard.
But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining. Hopefully we can all do this another time.
Thank
If
you
some-
so much, Derek.
Yeah, if someone else wants to host, they're very welcome to. But yeah, I'm going to call it there for now, guys.
All right, guys.
Cheers, Derek.
take care. Look after yourselves.
Cheers, Brian.
See
Cheers,
you
Matt.
guys.
Cheers.
Alright, so obviously I'm still here on the stream. I am just going to, let's turn my Razer one back on. So you guys see how that went. It went pretty well. I might do something like that again soon, but you're all welcome to join up. I will pop links in the chat. I did see Gus saying other bits and pieces in the chat. I did see Mike. Hi, Mike. I was a bit busy, sorry. But if you guys ever want to, join or whatever, there's no issue at all with, as long as everyone keeps it nice and clean, we'll be happy with that. But I'm going to call it a day on the stream as well, guys. Hope that went well. Don't forget, thumbs up. Be yourselves, as I always say. But yeah, so new cam seemed like it worked okay. Obviously, I've had the other cam. going as well, but you guys are all welcome to join the next call, make it a little bit more interactive rather than just hearing me. It's a lot easier to be more interactive. I know obviously I can see people typing in chat, but by doing this it hopefully improves a lot more. Anyway, see you guys soon. I don't know when I'll be doing the next one. I've got some new filament coming, so I want to do a bit of a review on it when it comes. So I don't know if I'll have another live stream by the end of the week or just a simple video. Anyway, be good, be kind to yourselves, look after yourselves. The axe, Stormbreaker. If you want the files accelerate, I'm quite happy to pop them on my Patreon. I think they're already on there for all my Patreons. You're welcome to the files, you're welcome to download them. Well done, Mike, well done. That's one of the big milestones at 100 subs. And then obviously it should, I've heard you get over 200 subs, it starts climbing pretty good. But yeah, well done on that one, Mike. It's a good thing. Just keep content coming out. That's all you got to do. Keep it coming out. But I'm gonna go. Be good. Be kind to yourselves. Yeah, I've said that many a times now. Just tell I'm getting tired. But yeah, all in well. That was a pretty good stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye.